Hello. Happy Monday. I'm glad so many of you can make it. So many familiar faces. Hello, everyone. Hi. Apparently, I got my hiccups all out of my system. But yeah, happy Monday. I've been thinking for a couple of weeks because you know I'm always like, oh, man, like I really want to stream more, and then I just don't. I'm always really tired after work. So I thought, you know, between just like going to my boyfriend and being like, hey, if I'm supposed to stream, like, help me get off the couch. Like, I like streaming, but it's just so hard when you're tired. But I also thought making a schedule would help, because then there's some, not incentive, what's the word? You know, oh God, what's the word I'm thinking of? Because, like, I'm telling you all that I'm gonna be there, so, like, I better be there, you know? No, not shame, not motivation, accountability. Thanks, boyfriend 4 rooms away. Accountability, there's more accountability. Because if I don't stream, then I have to be like, hey guys, no stream today. Yeah, no, I love Ace Attorney. I was seeing some tweets about it, and I was like, I don't remember any of this. Guess it's time to replay it. Can you solve the crime? Hell yeah. Hello, Shima Panic. Animals are exhausting. Today, none of the animals were like that bad or anything. We were just so busy. And we're like over full right now. So like dealing with like what do we do with the animal after doing its exam it was really mentally exhausting. If you sing, I'll sing your praises. I got a work in progress of my cover, but I only just saw it, so I can't listen. I'm dying to hear it. I can't wait. Ability. Okay. Continue. I'm pretty sure we had just finished up collecting our clues, and we're about to head into the trial. I think there are 2 trial phases, but I don't remember. I also don't remember any of my voices. Do you remember the clues? Fortunately, I don't have to. The game does it for me. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Mia Fey. Is that an old enough man voice? Is that enough of an old man? Do you remember when you yell objection? I remember on the like DS or whatever, you could like yell it. This needs a hard mode. It's already hard. You don't understand. A lot of these games, especially the earlier ones, have a lot of like really vague clues and stuff. Oh no, Brioche heard me talking and came up to the door, apparently. Moon logic a little bit. Like jumps in logic and stuff. To do all the female voices, hell yeah. Clearly, I just have to get my boyfriend in here to do all the man voices. He actually participated in Red Muffler Man. If any of y'all know them, they did the Sherlock Holmes one, and my boyfriend voiced Sherlock Holmes himself. But yeah, they did like a live dub of the game. The Great Ace Attorney. Oh, he can hear me. The Great Ace Attorney. But yeah, no, it was really fun to watch. They were all really talented. But especially my boyfriend. He has a very distinct. He does. It's very deep. I think everyone's heard it before. Oh God, what sort of voice should Edward have? It is kind of like a Posey kind of deep voice. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The 24th. Oh, because it's the pre-orders. I think he talked like Benedict Cumberbatch. Doesn't Benedict Cumberbatch have a really deep voice? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Phoenix Wright is just my normal voice. It's being very proper, but I think it's pretty deep. I mean, like, look at some of the stuff he's voiced, you know? Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Mia Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see.
Aren't most boys? Listen here, you. Come over here. I'm gonna fight you. Put him up. Put him up. Anyways,
thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
Oh, I missed. I missed the window. I clicked a different window. Ow! He just punched me like 6 times. Wait, I wasn't ready. Sorry, I got distracted. Boyfriend saw that the Doug Trio Mega Blocks is like super duper on sale. But I already have it. Okay. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. God, what was Gumshoe's voice? Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain.
None of these voices are going to be different, and I'm really sorry for that.
The body was found by this window here.
And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. They're all just gonna... actually, there's only one character in this game, and it's me. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. I haven't listened to an audiobook since I was a child. I really struggle with audiobooks now. Like, I can't focus on them.
The court accepts the statue as evidence.
They're still calling it a statue. Oh, wait, because it's not a statue. Didn't you listen to the... Yes. Can I tell you anything about it? No. No. I don't know that I, like, I don't remember any of it. There was a second character who seemed kind of likable. I think yeah. Which I think I only know because he was referred to as the gunslinger the whole time. But I don't remember anything else. There was like a kid or something who's with him for a little bit. I don't remember any of it.
Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Mia Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence.
Alright, the witness testimony. Here we go. Ow.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Mia Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Mia Fey. Why? She had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Mia Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination.
Wait, so how come it could have been the lawyer? It was because she also had the note that had Maya's name on it. So it was like, oh, shoot, she wrote the name of the killer. That's why. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Add more information? Also, innocent, which is definitely always yeah. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Okay, so we're just going to press everything. Wait, that's illegal? Listen. It's a different jury system, alright? Okay, we're just going to press everything. Hold it! How fast did you get there? Who did you say you got a call from?
Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene.
Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right. Please continue. There are 2 people, yeah. Okay, but why? Why's that? What's your reason? Oh. But why not describing me? Oh. If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it.
You did say it. You said it.
Exactly. What about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
I guess pressing can have its advantages. Ow. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I just punched my mic. Okay.
Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor.
What does the mic ever do to you? A lot. It frequently doesn't work. The gain on it is different every time I plug it in. It's old.
Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
Okay. The hard evidence.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
That's bold. Was it the correct hand?
How you like that? That's my hard evidence.
That still doesn't feel like hard. That still just feels like we're making a lot of assumptions.
Before I begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, detective. Your Honor?
Why didn't you testify about the
Vital piece of evidence the first time. I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. On which hand was the bloody finger, detective? See? Smart question.
The right hand.
Oh.
Ha. Nice try.
Alright, never mind. I guess I'm a fool. Said Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim usually actually writes the killer's name?
Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies.
This isn't a movie, detective. Ooh. Let's talk about reality, shall we?
I guess. I haven't heard many cases, no.
Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, it's a game.
Oh, yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer.
How would she have had the time to do it before she died?
Order.
That didn't go so well.
That's right. What you said.
Okay. We'll just... I don't know. It kind of looks like it says Maxa. Do you have proof? It was Mia who wrote that.
Of course I do, pal.
Oh. What kind of tests were these again?
Huh? What kind? Well...
I heard they take the, little bits in the blood, the I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests.
Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal.
It wouldn't be dramatic if they died instantly. How many people?
My...
Like that? Dramatic death?
Detective Gumshoe. Yeah.
I look forward to your next evaluation. As should you. Poor Gumshoe, man. He's just trying to do his best. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. This isn't really helping either. Who? The killer? Anyone can see that. He's trying to put the wrong person in jail. Listen.
Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence?
Okay, wait, hold please.
was instant. Alright, I'm gonna present evidence, you guys. It's just the autopsy report. Death was instantaneous. She couldn't have written the victim's name before she died. See? I'm amazing. I'm so good at this game, you guys. Oh, the music stopped. That's how you know it's good. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Mia Fey? That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? Good question. When did I get it? The day after, right? The day after? Question mark? The day after the murder. Constitution points being? The autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? The second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there was a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received those results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham. You're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. This is basically concussed would be able to know, right? Someone who's like bleeding out the bleeding out the brain. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. Suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. This isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. She's definitely not innocent. Oh God, what voice did I do? Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. I can't wink right now. My eyes are linked. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fey and Co. law offices? That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Okay.
It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink, wink.
Well, Your Honor, I see. It's a remarkably solid testimony.
She has a lot of physics. There are several characters in the game with a lot of physics. Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
About my cross-examination.
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults. Perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you?
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
Yes. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. Only because I have a feeling Edward doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna press stuff because it's free. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why? What? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What, that's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. Sort of, you know. I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. I mean, yes. It's the middle of the night. What's the time of the call? Yeah, the time of the call was 9 o'clock. I was trying to remember if it was 8 or 9 that it happened. Why was she even at the whole... Right? Surely, you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. But badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Alright, fine. Fine. You looked out the window. What did you see next? Okay, the one with long hair, that was Mia Fey? Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing? The person attacking her? How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know. She had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There's only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I mean, he is right, but like, how could she see? You guys, this is too hard. This is too difficult for me. We'll go with yep, he's right for now. Okay. She dodged? Dodge what? Well, the attack. Oh. How did you know it was my client? Huh? Well, first of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. It's true. I'm a fake gamer girl. Who else could it be but her?
How could you see that clearly? Like,
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing. Through a window, you saw all of this? Did you really see the defendant at all? Okay.
Yeah, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Mia Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but we skipped the rest of that dialogue. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. I saw Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Okay. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I did. That clock. That kind of statue clock? The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
Nobody's mentioned that. Nobody has mentioned it's a clock. Please begin the cross-examination. How does she know it's a clock? Clock?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Should I just present it? I mean, like, how does she know? Right? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, you guys. Go for it. Yeah. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Boom, 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 boom. Revealing? Ugh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty, Mr. Lawyer.
You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Because I just, yeah. Isn't it just pre-orders? Do you have to camp out for pre-orders? Oh my god, I can't scroll. Yeah, it's also like too expensive for me to go. I feel like everything that's coming out on it is like, I'll just get it on the regular Switch. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. I just want to play Mario Kart. I do too. I want to play as the cow. Or like half the characters. What kills me is I didn't realize this until other people pointed it out, but all the costumes and stuff is like not a menu, right? Like every costume is like listed as a separate character.
So you have like 20 million pages of characters to scroll through to find the one character with the one outfit you want? Yeah, I feel like that's such an easy thing to fix. I mean, like, there is like a sort button, but it's like, why make it harder than it has to be? In the trailer, it looked like the costumes? No. No, you unlock it and then you can just like pick it when you pick your racer. So it's to bloat the roster? No, because there's still like a billion characters to begin with. That's half the problem. God, picking an Echo in Zelda did get annoying. And he was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Miss Wright. No! This is valid. She knows things she shouldn't know. The questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. It's a good track record. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. It's close. If you saw me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fey & Co. No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would it go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Yeah, it's like a 100% success rate. See, you get it. You get it. The law offices of Fey & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No! No, Your Honor. Because there's no battery in it, right? I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. The clock is missing its clockwork. I'm on it, you guys. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It's as the defense says. The clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. See, guys, I'm a true gamer after all. Look at that. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? As you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Wow, I don't know that you should talk like that in the courtroom. I'm sure you were finding the answers online. No. That'll be in later cases when they get more complicated. This case is easy. It's clearly not legally. Just show up to the courtroom, call everyone a big fat liar. Fat? A big stinky doo-doo. Well, Miss May. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. But that's still like... I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? Because after the witness heard the clock, then there's no con... Ah, but you see, Edward, it was before. That's true. That's a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. I'm like losing my mind. Let me present it faster. And that's exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Impossible, of course. I have proof. What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much.
The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is this. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone.
Ooh, you have a girly phone. Oh, wait, this is my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Get him right! Get him! Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. I know, aren't you supposed to like approve evidence before you bring it to court? Speculation on it, yeah. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? Good detective, better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Don't worry, me too. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. You can't bring evidence? Yeah. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. Oh, that's interesting. In this case, would it be allowed then? I guess not, because it wasn't like specifically brought up, right? Like if someone had mentioned the phone, then I could be like, oh, look, the phone. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Oh, that was loud. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Huh? Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? What jurisdiction is this trial even in? Future Japan America? I think if the witness brings up whether the clock works, I just want Interesting. And since you've clearly worked, you know, in the field, I'll take your word as law. Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. I forgot. The witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr.? Yes! It was made by Larry Butts. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts the piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well, then let's see it. Please produce the evidence. It was made by Larry Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores! Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh? Excuse is not on sale today? Oh. It was kind of scary. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! It's a little dramatic. What do you have against her? Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Let me explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. Right, because we have this. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. The wiretap! Hell yeah, justice, justice, justice. Have a look at this. Ah, oh, that? I found this in Miss May's room. And also like evidence of the phone being tampered with in the office, but you know. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were wiretapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? I goofed it. I'm so sorry. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you... Well, yes. It was literally in the conversation. Hello? Here's my proof. It's just this. Isn't it? The clock isn't talking right now. Yeah, it's literally just the phone conversation again. Right? Represent the defendant's cell phone. Yes, you've seen that. Let's listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look... ooh, to look like the statue of the thinker. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's no fair. Why are you getting up on me like that? Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court's in the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. I don't think she did it. Why did you tap her phone? Yeah, she did. She sure did. Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tip-tapping irrelevant? Ugh, saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Well, this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice. He has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer. I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who thought that. And of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say. Way. Oh, I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so killing happened around 9 o'clock at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was? Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. Well, sure, but that doesn't... I mean, well, okay, I already didn't think she did it. So where does that leave us? It's my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever.
Thank you.
Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Mia Fey, commit murder. No. They're gonna let her just walk away. No, this still doesn't prove that Mia killed anyone. This is, like, this witness's testimony is trash. We can't accept it, right? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well... I'm not going to get anything by continuing to examine her. Is this when I call the bellboy? Can I do that? Can I call the bellboy? Defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunk in quite low enough already.
Object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. Thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Mia Fey. That's not how this fucking works, buddy. That is my condition. What? Better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Mia will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept the condition. It's either she's guilty now, or she's guilty or innocent later. Like, obviously accepting the condition is better. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. You know. Okay, bellboy time. You activated my trap card. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. The t-shirt is rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. That's weird, but okay. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. What is that face? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. Can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now. Mia will be finished. I guess we better just not mess it up, huh? No pressure. Okay, okay. Not that I'm, like, suspicious about this. I'm just, you know. You checked him in personally? What does this man not do? Okay, 9 o'clock on the dot. Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She wanted a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished. Precisely 9 o'clock? Precisely, exactly, most definitely, sir. Absolutely. Oh my god. This is so good. It's so good. Oh god, we didn't find anything. Finally, you understand. This but oops, my god. Sorry, wait, I just threw something. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest! It's our only chance! Wait, please wait. Yes, the defense has something to add. One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. The charade of justice has gone on long enough. No, Mr. Edge. Where's Mr. Wright? I'll give you one more question, that's all. Oh god, what do I ask him about? This is stressful and it's my ad break. I'm going to be right back. I promise I won't cheat. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, you guys. I didn't look anything up. I went to the bathroom. Oh, God. I wish I could, like, see his testimony again. It's because he mentioned them, right? But like when? Guys, quick, check the VOD. No. That was in multiple people. He was when he went to deliver the tea. Was it? It wasn't when he was talking about how he checked them in? I wish I could sing it again. Can I save scum? Save. Hell yeah. Okay. I feel less scared. You couldn't save scum in the original games. Okay, I'm gonna go with room service just because it feels like the most relevant thing. Tell me again about room service. Again. $18? Asking the real questions. For 2. What is it? Quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in my room? No, my God. I had the right idea. I just didn't know which answer it belonged to. I imagine any one of them would have brought it up. I don't know. It feels too mean to be in the first case. I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yeah, quite, indeed. There's the, good barista over there, Mr. Edwards, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Called him out! Called out his ass! You fool! I've done it. I won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge a defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edward? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was the man with Miss May who, like, wasn't in the room at the time of the murder. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man who was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. But my, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? Suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? Mr. Edgeworth, after all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court.
show his ass. Oh, sorry, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Mia Fey. Court is adjourned.
Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there!
Really?
Thanks. I deserve it. I deserve it. I earned it. I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know?
Then again,
That other attorney was pretty cool, too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips.
it sends shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May. He's the key.
Ah, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. I just accidentally moved my game screen. Oh god, it's so over. Okay. I accidentally clicked on OBS and not the game. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Good thing you just say. Ugh. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who? Maybe so.
Sis.
Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center. It's up to me to set her free. I didn't even have to save there. I'm such a big baby. Okay, I would like to stream longer, but that's a really good stopping point, and I don't know how long until the next really good stopping point. So I think I might end stream here. Okay. What day is it? Okay, my next stream is Thursday, I believe. Pause, please. Double checking. I didn't study my schedule. Yes. Yeah. Thursday. Of course, you know, your time may vary, but we'll see. Currently, I'm thinking of... Hydrating. Currently, I'm thinking about playing some Monster Hunter stories. Obviously, it's not something I've streamed before. It's just like hopping in, playing something chill. But we'll see. I could play something else. I could play Xenoblade. I could play, I don't know. I like a million things I could play. But I'll just play whatever I feel like. Just kind of hang out, whatever. But yeah, I'll see you guys Thursday, right? Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Bye-bye.